Final chapter, the end of the nightmare. What? The forbidden fruit. Reach the end of chapter 4. This is the end of the game already? Okay. So yeah, I didn't have time to use this. Alright, so yeah, to be concluded. So yeah, I feel like we're about to pierce every mystery about who's trying to kill Victor. So it's still the evening, so there's no new premonitions thing. So I guess this is where everything ends. Immediately after returning from the woods, we asked Miss Mahi to come to the basement. Ah, I came here a long time ago. How nostalgic. The ritual was performed in the room just ahead. You did it here on the ground? This is where you performed the exorcism? Stepping foot in there for the first time, Mr. Owen looked around suspiciously. So, what was it you wanted to talk about? I want to talk about the exorcism 10 years ago. Some parts of my memory are missing. So, can I confirm some things with you? If that's the case, then I couldn't possibly refuse. Please ask me anything. Can we ask them questions as well? Oh, of course. Then, first of all, why was the exorcism performed? We did it to expel the evil spirit possessing Mr. Victor. Mr. Victor was Mr. Irving's twin brother. Once he was such a gentle child, but after a certain age, he started tormenting animals as if he was possessed by something. Tormenting animals? Back then, there had been squirrels and rabbits killed deep in the woods. They said it was the work of the Black Dog. You mean the one who really killed them was Mr. Victor? And Natalie was attacked in the same way, right? Natalie? Oh, she must be the girl from the village. It seems so. When we received the request, we were told that a girl from the village had also been attacked. I see. So it was Mr. Victor who attacked her? Which means that Irving is innocent. I think so. Hearing that, I don't see any reason for us to believe that Mr. Irving was behind the attack. But why did Mr. Irving think that he himself might have been the culprit? Do you have any idea what happened? No, I'm more confused than anything else. Confused? Well, after hearing about it, my memory became clearer. I'm sure that my brother was responsible for the attack. That day, he brought home a knife with blood on it. I can't remember everyone's faces turning pale. My parent had been worried and made him see a doctor, but after the incident, my grandfather started to claim that he was possessed by a demon or an evil spirit. That explained the exorcism. Before we were called, they had been already tried a number of methods, like having a priest exorcise the demon. However, none of them seemed to really work. The Lord told us that he wanted the devil spirit gone and told us to do whatever was necessary to cure him. Whatever was necessary? Well, in those days, my grandfather also governed the village, so he couldn't have a member of the family attacking someone from the village. Victor said that he didn't mean to hurt the girl, he just wanted to show her the knife to scare her. Grandfather wouldn't listen to such an excuse. My parents begged him to stop it, but he pressed on with the exorcism. What did you do during the exorcism? First, Mom chanted an incantation in Victor's room, but that didn't seem to work, so at the Lord's request, our methods gradually became more severe. That's right, after a while, the ritual moved to the room just ahead. Not even family members were allowed inside. For days after, we heard screaming. I was locked out too, so I don't know any of the details. Mom really tried everything she had, but in the end, she was able to drive the evil spirit out with fire. So in short, they locked up and tortured a child for a number of days. A 10-year-old child. Sure, what he did was bad, but even so. So that's why Miss Irving's parents tried to stop it. Mom has never told me any details about what happened. This is the only case that she never talked about. And recently, she's been moaning in her sleep, saying that the name of the evil spirit they exorcise. What does it mean? Do you think she's being possessed? Could it be some sort of psychic phenomenon? Or is it because she's traumatized by what happened? Could be. In any case, if this is causing her agony, then I want to find out about what happened. Speaking of which, you said that you sensed the same feeling from the letter as you did from the evil spirit? Yes, they feel like they have the same spiritual energy. Spiritual energy? Essentially, it's the energy that all living beings have. If a person has strong spiritual energy, then they may stay and become a spirit after they die. So, what do you mean by evil spirit? That's what Mom called the feeling she had when she met Mr. Victor 10 years ago. The feeling she had when she met Mr. Victor? You had the same feeling before? So that means Victor wrote the letter. That's one possibility. If I was right about what I felt, that's not possible. He died, didn't he? It is possible for a ghost to write a letter. I'm sure you're suspicious after what happened at the seance, but that was just a lack of skill on my part. So the ghost wrote the letter? No, the truth is, I do not know. I felt the same spiritual energy, but I cannot tell whether that person who wrote it is dead or alive. So it's possible that he's alive? That's more believable than the idea that a dead person wrote the letter. But Mr. Victor died in a car accident along with Mr. Irving's mother. Really? Did you see the bodies? I didn't. The bodies come home after the accident, but they were in an awful state, so I wasn't allowed to see them. My father should have confirmed their identities. I don't know how bad they really were, but are you sure that you properly checked the bodies? If they were minced up or something, you wouldn't be able to tell they were human. Mr. Owen, your example is... Now that you mention it, I don't know how their identities were confirmed. I just believed whatever I was told back then. I see. So, should we investigate? Investigate how? Well, we could ask people at the church where the bodies were buried, or check the old newspapers. Maybe there's an article about the car accident. I see. I don't know how much of the medium's story we can believe, but let's trust her for now. I would also like to find out what happened. Let us work together. Sure. Anyways, was there more to your story? No, I told you everything I know. Okay, I'm gonna go investigate right away. It's late, so we don't have much time either. With that, Mr. Owen left the basement. Saved corpse and memory. But why? Mr. Irving was standing restlessly. He has just been told that his deceased brother may be the culprit, so it was only natural. What should I do? While I was wondering what I should say, Miss Mai stepped to face Mr. Irving. If you don't mind, I might look through the adjacent room. The room next door? The ritual took place in the neighboring room, so there may be traces of Mr. Victor's spiritual energy. I wish to confirm whether I was wrong about the energy I sensed from the letter. You see, I don't mind, but... Mr. Irving looked around the room, troubled. I don't know how to get to the next room. I'm sure that we can get to the next room I'm not sure that we can get to the next room from here. Looking around, I couldn't see any door other than the one on the ground floor. To the ground floor. The entrance to the room next door is hidden. When I came here before, a family member opened the door, so I don't know how to open it. Miss Mai doesn't know either, so to get to the next room, what should I do? Search the room, make a hole in the wall? Okay, let's make a hole in the wall. That's gonna trigger another bad ending. Should we make a hole in the wall? A hole in the wall? No, we should search the room before we try that. Oh yeah, let's try that first. Okay, so that was just a joke. There must be a hidden door here. I need to find it. Okay, so there's the shelves. A variety of books are packed together tightly. Bookshelf is labeled and seems to be well managed. Top shelf is labeled A on the right, B on the left. Middle shelf is C on the right, D on the left. The bottom shelf is labeled E on the right, F on the left. So the door, this is where the box was. Back then I was focused on the box and I didn't really look inside. I took another look inside the lower half of the bookshelf. There's a coin! Mr. Irving, there's a 6-pence coin. Really? You can keep it if you like. I don't care about that much cheap change. Thank you so much. What a lucky find. Maybe I can buy some sweets with this. Save coin and memory. Couldn't find anything other than the coin there. Okay, so first shelf. Nothing. Nothing. +1 G5. It says +1 G5. I wonder what it means. It was in the box with the knife, so I think that Mr. Oliver was trying to tell Mr. Irving something. Oh, is it somehow connected to the label in the bookshelf? The connection is the same letters are used. The labels on the bookshelf have letters from A to F, and the memo has the letter G. Is there some meaning behind this? If this isn't some sort of coincidence, the memo may be a hint about the bookshelf. Search the place label A. Nothing. B. Nothing. C. Nothing. There seems to be nothing here. Why should I examine F? Because it's the letter after E, because it's the letter before G, before it's the 6th letter of the alphabet. Oh, maybe it's not a G. That doesn't seem to connect to the contents of the +1 G5. Okay, so it's F, because it's the letter before G. +1 G was written on the memo. Maybe if it means that F is moved to 1, it becomes G. I wonder what the 5 in the memo could mean. When I examined the place marked by the label F, I found a book marked volume 5. I took out the book. Ah, there's a screw. Let's use a 6-pence to unscrew the thing. Why was there a screw here? Should I take out the screw? Is there anything I could use? Yeah, the 6-pence. I used the coin to turn the screw. Okay, I got it. Huh? Whoa! Just then the bookshelf slid sideways. A door! That's where it was. It seems so. There's a stopper on the back of the bookshelf, which comes off if you remove the screw, allowing it all to move. Really? Anyway, I'm glad we could find it, and thanks to that memo. Yeah, my father was leading us to the next room. I wonder what could be there. Miss Irving touched the door nervously. The door opened with a deep sound, and we stepped into the next room. There's a bed and 6 candelabra with half-lit, spent candles. This is... It was an eerie sight. I found myself unable to move. So this is where Mr. Victor's exorcism was performed. For days on end at that. It seems I was right after all. I do believe the spiritual energy that lingers here is the same as that which I felt from the culprit's letter. Murmuring, she touched the bed that had been placed there. In other words, it belongs to Mr. Victor. Yes. Or so maybe it's the evil spirit possessing him. In any case, it's the same as I felt when I met Mr. Victor. Really? Oh, you've been here before too, Mr. Irving. Miss Mai seemed shocked. How did you know that? I felt your energy. Have you ever had deep feelings for fear down here? I think that remains as energy too. You can tell that much. Deep feelings of fear. Did something happen to Mr. Irving here? Is there such a thing as spiritual energy anyway? Should I believe everything you've said so far? I'm not lying now. Of course, given my behavior so far, I don't blame you for being skeptical. I checked everything I needed to check. Excuse me for now. Please let me know if there's anything I can do. With that, Miss Mahi left the room. Only Mr. Irving and I remained. Did something happen to you here too, my lord? I asked the question timidly, and he responded in a whisper. I was attacked. What? After the exorcism was over, my brother brought me here against my will and choked me. Mr. Victor did that? What for? He was really angry at me for taking everything away. My mother came in immediately and helped me. Taking everything? Everything from him. Mr. Irving's face seems to twist in pain, but still he continued on. It was like he was talking to himself. After that, Mother brought him to the car and drove off. Who knows how grandfather would have reacted if he found out what my brother had done. He left the house to escape, but during that escape, they got into an accident. That's why they died? No way! Maybe it was the sheer pain of remembering, but Mr. Irving was biting his lip tightly. Should we go back up? You can take a rest in your room. No, it's okay. I've come this far. I need to find out what my father was trying to tell me. Okay, I'll help. There's still some things that worry me about all this, but for now I better start examining the room. Wall. There are many bloody marks on the wall. Maybe they are Mr. Victor's? If so, then the exorcism must have been quite gruesome. Incense burner. This is what you put incense in, right? Is there something inside? Oh, it won't open. Tried to remove the lid, but I could open only a small gap. Nah, nothing of use, I guess. Bed. I wonder if Mr. Victor was lying here at the time of the exorcism. Candlestick. There are many candles, but what are they for? They're probably used in an exorcism, but still they look creepy. More questions to Irving. Let's check out this room. Let me know if you see anything interesting. Okay. Yes, this coin could be used to open the burner lid. What should I do with the coin? Insert in the gap of the incense burner or hit the incense burner with it? I inserted the coin into the small gap between the lid and the container, then pull on the lid. Oh, it came off! I peered into the open burner. There was a piece of paper in it. Something is written there. It's Mr. Oliver's handwriting. So, is this a letter to Mr. Irving? I read the letter. By the time you discover this, I assume you're living your life as Irving. I knew this would only confuse a young boy like you, so I kept it to myself, but I always wanted to apologize to you. for robbing you of everything, you so free of sin, and heaping a whole lot of other things on you. I'm ashamed that I couldn't stop my father at the time. I lost my wife and son as a result. However, now that it's come to this, I do hope that you'll lead a splendid life as the head of the family. I pray with all my heart that road leads to your happiness. P.S. In order for you to live as you, facing the past will be inevitable. To that end, I left you hints on the places and things that are related to your past. I believe you were able to find your way here because you have accepted everything that happened in the past. The letter ends here. Living as Irving? I don't understand. Robbing him of everything, heaping others things of him. What's that supposed to mean? Da da da. Let's go talk to Irving. Mr. Irving, I found this letter. I handed him the piece of paper I found. This is... Mr. Irving's hands began to tremble as he read. Father, forgive me, right, my lord, but I actually read what it said. What does this mean? The letter mentions living as Irving? Dot dot dot. Should I ask about it? I'm gonna prepare a sound effect. Just want to make sure. There's two dot dot on, but I'm not sure which one is the correct one. Okay. This one. No, I want you to listen. I don't want to hide anymore. Mr. Irving looked me straight in the eyes and spoke. I knew it! I am Victor! Irving died! You're what? I'm Victor. At least, I was originally. Irving was actually my older brother. You're Mr. Victor, my lord? I'm sorry, but what do you mean by that? That incident, my brother attacking a girl in the village, it led us to switching our identities, as ordered by my grandfather, the head of the family. But why did you need to do that? Because the eldest son is the successor. That's how it is. Grandfather wanted me to assume that role. He thought he had no choice but to make me, the eldest, make me Irving. My brother, after all, had caused too much trouble. He was deemed unfit to become the head of the family. That's why they switched? The news was so shocking, I was barely able to digest this. I have to ask for more details. What should I ask about? The exorcism? So they performed the exorcism on Mr. Victor, but that was actually the son born as Irving, your older brother, yes? Yes. When communicating with people outside the family about my brother's problem, we tried not to call him Irving. We wouldn't tarnish the name of the eldest son of the family. So they chose to refer to him as Victor instead. Yes, before the identity switch was even decided. If we hadn't switched, then I myself would still be treated as the problem child. I actually am Victor after all. Terrible! Heaping the blame on you, the younger brother, attaching your name to things you didn't even do. That's how much we valued heritage. The head of the family must be trusted by everyone. So they tried to pretend that everything was fine? That's wrong. Yes, I feel the same way now. It made me confused. I could only remember what happened 10 years ago in parts, so I thought my brother's action was actually my own. Okay, let's ask about his older brother. In the picture, you two seems to be on good terms. In fact, I think we were on good terms. My brother was strong and cheerful, whereas I was more quiet. Because of that, he would often protect me. But then, from a certain point in time, the anger within him started to grow. That's why it caused problem. Was it really the work of an evil spirit inside? Honestly, I'm skeptical. My brother was raised strictly as the heir to our family, so maybe the fault lies there somewhere. It was only when he acted out against all the scolding and pressure around him, gradually isolating himself from the family, that he started to cause problems. Okay, reason for his anger. Your brother was angry at you for taking everything away. Is this because you switch identities? Yes, because of what grandfather ordered after the exorcism. It's not Mr. Irving's fault. Maybe his brother couldn't help but blame someone, but still. Replacement between the Keith and the father. So not only did Mr. Keith assume your father's identity, but you and your brother assume each other's. It certainly is a weird story, but Keith was the only servant who knew about our switch, so maybe that's why he decided to take on a new identity himself as well. He may have deemed it indeed possible. I see. By the way, a lot of other servants besides Mr. Keith were fired at the time. Was that to prevent your identity switch from being noticed? It seems that way. It's terrible, I know. Oh, there are more questions below. I got an idea. You seem to have an idea as to why your father wants you dead. Is it because you switch identities? Yes. When it was decided that I would become the heir, my father disagreed. Deep down, I thought it was because I wasn't suitable as a successor. And since my memory was all jumbled up itself, You thought your brother's actions were actually your own? Yes. Words like abominable demons were thrown around in reference to him. But somehow, I thought they were about me. Because the name Victor has been used, the switching of identities is what caused everything. Mr. Irving, are you okay now? Have you probably regained your memory? Yes, thank you. Feelings, memories, they're okay now. I don't think I'll be confused anymore. I see. I'm glad. I breathed a sigh of relief and Mr. Irving smiled. I was worried until now, but I'm glad I talked to you. I was mainly able to get things sorted out in my head because you were here to listen. Really? I'm happy to have helped. Yes. Thank you so much. Mr. Irving glanced at the letter we found, eyes narrowed. I do hope that you'll lead a splendid life as the head of the family. I hope I can live up to Father's expectations. I myself want to live that way. I really do. Lead a splendid life? Yes, Mr. Irving will continue to do just that. Therefore, I must protect Mr. Irving. I have to catch the culprit no matter what. My resolve was the greatest it had ever been. Phew, I'm tired. After that, I accompanied Mr. Irving to his room and finally had some time to settle down. Today was tough. I went to the woods, then the basement, got trapped in a room, managed to escape, searched upon for a stolen knife. Counting off the day's events almost made my head spin. Actually, I'm kind of thirsty. Let me go grab some water. Might as well do that as well. Good idea. When I went to the kitchen, the lights were still on. Huh? It's so late. I made my way to the sink, somewhat suspicious. Oh, Ellie, what's up? Oh, Mr. Jack! Huh? Having suddenly appeared, I couldn't help but stare at him. What's that look on your face? Is it because I'm not wearing my hat? I don't blame you, I'm always wearing it, I guess. The hatless Mr. Jack stroked his silver hair lightly. Yes, I was a little surprised. Oh, no, don't tell me. Jack is the real Jack is the real Irving. I didn't know Mr. Jack had silver hair. The hat he always wore makes it impossible to notice. Oh, I did. Now that I think about it, it was as he has green eyes too. In many ways, he looks kind of like Mr. Irving. Oh my god. So what are you doing here? You want to get some snacks? I kind of suspected Mr. Jack. But then I ruled him off because, okay, it was only there for 6 months. So it couldn't have been here for stuff that happened 10 years ago. But if it's Irving pretending to be Jack, and he wants to kill his younger brother because they took everything from him, that would make sense. Oh yeah, I was thirsty, so I came to have a glass of water. I'll see, then I'll make you some tea. You have no more work, right? There's some leftover scones, so let's have a midnight tea party. Oh well, thank you so much. You're so kind, Mr. Jack. It's my policy to be nice to girls. Is that right? Come to think of it, I don't know much about Mr. Jack. There's some things I'm curious about. Let me ask him some questions. Alright, let's talk about Irving. Jack? Mr. Jack, have you ever met Mr. Irving? No, I only seen him from a distance. I'm always in the kitchen, and the Lord never comes down here. It's been half a year since Mr. Jack came here. During that time, Mr. Irving was barely ever at the manor, so I don't think it's strange that they've never met. Mr. Irving didn't even know about Natalie. Oh, speaking of him, the Lord seems to like you. What? Oh, I'm not sure if he likes me. Louisa told me that he's always calling you over to his room. Louisa told you that? I'll have to ask her about that later. What kind of person is the Lord anyway? Is he sort of overbearing or... Not at all. He's serious, yet responsible. I think he's wonderful. Oh, good for you. What should I talk about? The reason for being in the kitchen. Were you still working here, Mr. Jack? No, I've already finished my work. I was worried if the fire in the oven was properly extinguished, so I came to check. Alright, before coming here. What were you doing before coming to this manor, Mr. Jack? Pretty much the same thing as here, cooking for nobles in their mansions. I used to be at the bottom, though, so it was much tougher. It's nice not to be yelled at here. We're low on staff, though, so I can't goof off as much. Is that so, getting yelled at? Even a master chef like you? Oh, unless it was for goofing off itself. That might be a part of it. Well, people were tough on me for my own good, I guess. After finishing the tea and scone, Mr. Jack got up from his chair. Now that we're finished drinking tea, shall we call it a night? Yes, good night. Good night, sweet dreams. What? Huh? Did I say something weird? No, it's a perfectly normal figure of speech. A sweet dream. For a moment I thought he was talking about a prophetic dream, which gave me a start. I'm sure Mr. Jack doesn't know about it. That night, I had a dream again. The manor's on fire. Red, is this fire? What on earth is burning? No way, is the manor burning? It's hot. I'm burning too. Oh my gosh, man! What? Are you still asleep? I jumped out of bed suddenly. Louisa was gathered already. Look at me strangely. What do you mean fire? You'll jinx us saying things like that. The manor was on fire. They're going to burn everything and everyone in this time. What are you saying? Really? You're scaring me. You got up earlier than usual just to say that? Enough sleepwalking. Go wash your face. I'm going in first. Don't be late today. Louisa left the room without giving me a second thought. Maybe she's gotten used to my morning routine. I must immediately inform Mr. Irving about my dream before things go wrong. Quickly get ready to work, then hurry out of the room. Straight to the Lord's room. Excuse me, Mr. Irving. There's something I need to tell you. Me? Sorry, but can you wait a little? Yes. Oh? It was then that I noticed Mr. Maurice and Mr. Owen. You came too, Ellie. Just in time. I learned a lot about the accidental death 10 years ago, so you should listen too. Accidental death? As in Mr. Irving's mother? Yes, please, let me hear. What did you find out? About the details of the accident. It was a car accident, but the cause of death was drowning. The car apparently crashed into the sea. Drowning? Victor was thrown from the car into the sea. It took a few days for his body to be recovered. Though it didn't look the same as when he was alive, we determined it was him based on his belongings. Is that so? So the body might not have been his. Yeah, it's possible. ... If Mr. Irving's brother is alive, then I wonder if there's a possibility of him being the culprit. That is, if Miss Mahi's words are anything to go by. Updated corpse in memory. I'm just impressed you found out about 10 years ago. Was it written in a newspaper? I actually checked the old newspaper here, yes, but in so doing I came across a memo my father wrote. Written by Keith? It listed the detective in charge of the investigation. I used that to contact the police and found out more details. I see. So Keith was investigating the accident too. Maybe it was something to do with the research into the black dog. Speaking of Keith, Maurice, you found out something too, right?
Yes.
Maurice, you have been silent until then. Step forward.
I heard from Noel last night that she saw Keith in the attic on the night before his death.
In the attic? There's nothing there but servants' rooms. What was he doing here?
Apparently, he went into someone's room. It was dark in the corridor, so she couldn't tell which room he went in.
Maybe he was murdered in whichever room he went into. Could that be a possibility? Perhaps he was fed poison or something similar there? Yeah, then carried it to his room and made out to look like he died of natural causes, for example. Not entirely out of the question, I would say. It would mean the murderer was a servant, though. Yeah. Alright then, why don't we try questioning his servant about the current case too, of course. Yes, we won't get anywhere at this rate. This sounds like a plan. Well then. Oh, please wait, we don't have time for that now. Ellie, did something happen? Yes, I had a dream this morning that this manor was on fire. Fire?
That's preposterous.
What caused the fire? I don't know what caused it. All I know is I saw it burning. Really? Alright. Let's check the manor right away. Wherever it was, that may have already planted the seeds. For now, we need to prevent the fire first.
My lord, it was just a dream, was it not?
I'll explain later. Postpone all your plans today, including meals. I want you all and the servant, you and all the servant, to check the manor. Then let the guests know that there is a danger of fire.
Understood. Right away.
Mr. Maurice bowed and left the room in a hurry. I'll check too. You had prophetic dreams, didn't you, Ellie? I think so. I'll be joining you as well. Let's protect this manor together. Mr. Owen and I nodded firmly in agreement. Yeah. I'll start by checking through the entire manor. There might be something. I'll check the kitchen first. Because if Jack is actually Victor... Natalie entered the kitchen at the same time I did. Sorry, I'm late.
Hey, Natalie, are you okay?
Yes. Sorry I left in the middle of my shift yesterday. And thank you for the treat.
Seems like you're recovered. Good for you. Well then, let's get to it. Can you come help me here?
Yes. What are you making now?
I'm frying some onions. Thinking of using them in a soup.
Wow, what a beautiful caramel color.
Well, I did put in the work. It takes an hour to get like this. Oh, my hand hurts.
Yeah. To make a lot of onions turn caramel brown, it takes a long time. Trust me, I know. They really are a nice golden brown. Must have been tough to get them like that. Yeah. Save caramelized onion in memory.
Okay. Jack, I need to talk to you.
At that time, Mr. Maurice came into the kitchen.
I'm sorry, but could you stop cooking right away?
What for? If I stop, I won't be able to prepare breakfast in time.
That won't be a problem, it seems. When you get to a good point, turn off all your stove and other flame source.
What? I mean, fine. I'll make sure I can use these again later, but still so much work.
I know how you feel, but we may have a fire on our hands. Can you make sure there's nothing dangerous lying about now?
Fire, really?
Oh, Natalie, you help look around the kitchen too.
Okay.
Okay, I'll leave you to it. I'll turn off all the stoves and stuff. Sigh.
They'll start investigating the kitchen now. Should I come back here again later so I don't get in their way? While considering what to do, Natalie spoke up. What the? We're missing an oil pot. Oil pot? Was there actually oil in it? Oh, Ellie, yeah, there's always two here, but the one filled with oil is missing. There was only one pot where Natalie was pointing at. So there's like pictures? Okay. It's gone. Maybe it was stolen? You think so? What would you do with stolen oil pot? I mean, have you been listening to Maurice? The oil could be used to start a fire. I have a bad feeling about this. Save oil pot in memory. I asked Natalie to report to Mr. Maurice, then left the kitchen. Okay, let's go to my room. No one here, nothing unusual. Okay, dining room. Oh, that was the hall. I wanted the dining room. Oh no, wait, I tried to enter the dining room, but... What? Is this locked? The door was locked and I couldn't enter. Oh, are you trying to get into the dining room? I haven't been able to enter for a while now. Louisa had seen me standing here in front of the door and decided to let me know as she was passing by. For how long exactly? Well, I tried about 10 minutes ago. Someone's inside, I guess. I don't know. Someone? Who? I don't know. Save dining room in memory. I have a bad feeling about this. Louisa, can you take a look inside from the window? Me? Well, alright. I suppose we need to make doubly sure of everything. What would this talk of a fire potentially happening? Which reminds me, weren't you saying something about a fire when you woke up this morning? That have anything to do with our making the rounds now? Well, I'll explain later. What's that supposed to mean? Louisa gave me a suspicious look, but went outside to check from the window. I'll let Louisa handle that from the time being. I should investigate elsewhere. Okay, now I'm in the hall. Okay, somewhere else. Reception room. Hi, Ellie. Miss Noel, are you checking this room? Yes, Mr. Maurice told me to, but I haven't seen anything problematic. I see. How about until now? Has there been anything unusual? Well, this may not be related to fire, but when I went to the storeroom where we keep our embroidery tools, I noticed 6 thread was missing. Silk thread? It's the same as this. I went to pick it up before talking to Mr. Maurice, and that's when I noticed. Mr. Noel showed me a lustrous golden colored silk thread. This is weird. It's oddly tied in, and it looks like blonde hair. It's supposed to be thread for sewing, to do embroidery. 2 bundles were gone. They were there yesterday, though. Really? Maybe they were stolen. Ellie, did you glance at me just now? It's not me this time. No, ma'am, I didn't. There's no way you would steal something like that. That's okay. Once a thief, you're suspect for life. She doesn't need to be so hard on herself. I mean, yes, what she did was pretty major. Anyway, I wonder why the silk's gone. Was it really stolen? It is rather expensive. Silk thread in memory. Try looking for the thread once the manor is secure. Yes, please. I'll see if there's anything dangerous lying around too. Okay, so let's check all the rooms. Why not the red? Probably Owen is checking this room. Okay, let's check the blue. Excuse me, Miss Mai, you may know already. Yes, I heard. There is a danger of fire. Have you noticed anything? No, nothing for now. I've been looking around this room, but I haven't found anything that could cause a fire. Hmm. Then it should be okay here. I bow and left Miss Mai's room. Green room. No one here. Okay. Nothing unusual. Yeah, there's nothing in the Green's room. Like William is living at the inn. White room. Huh? There's no one here. Wait. Check the bed. The room was deadly quiet. A tuft of golden hair was visible from under the sheet. No, that's not hair. Layla's gone. Miss Layla must be sleeping. How about Miss Grace?
Oh, do you need something?
At that time, Miss Grace entered through the door. Miss Grace, as you may know, we may be looking for a fire here at.
Oh, yes, I heard. Is there any truth to that possibility? Then again, I suppose this whole place is indeed just one strange occurrence or after another, so I'll take a look around later after Layla wakes up.
No, if you could perhaps check the room now. If something happens before later would be just too late.
All right.
With that, Miss Grace moved away from the bed and quietly began to look around the room. Can I help you?
No, if both of us just start to look, it'll be noisy. Layla might wake up.
Understood. Please let me know if you need anything. My God. And I bow and left Mrs. Grace's room. Think I look around most of the manor now. With that, I return to the hall. Still haven't been able to check the dining room, though. There really is something fishy about that, not being able to get inside. Oh, Ellie! I tried to look into the dining room from the window. There was some cloth in the way, so I couldn't really see. Cloth covering the window? That does it. I need to get in no matter what. Louisa, could you get to the dining room key from Mr. Maurice?
Why am I running errands for you like this?
Ridiculous. Though clearly unhappy, Louisa went to look for Mr. Maurice. But why is the dining room locked? What? I casually turned the knob and the door opened just fine. And there's no one in the dining room. Shit. I'm sure that someone was just here. Maybe they left when they weren't looking. I should have been watching the dining room, but I have to look in other places. What should I do? Examine the room. The person who was just here had been in the dining room for a long time. Were they doing something here? Let me examine the room. I have to look for anything that seems suspicious. Floor. Smells a bit like oil. Yeah, I knew it. Lift the carpet. This is paper and cloth soaked in oil when spread or underneath the carpet. What is this? Maybe someone did this while the dining room was closed. This oil is the missing from the oil pot. This is from the oil pot that went missing from the kitchen. Is the culprit going to start a fire with this? But how? To start a fire, this would need to be set alight. The cuckoo clock. I can't see the top of it very well, but from what I can see, there doesn't seem to be anything strange about it. The cuckoo comes out of the clock every hour when the minute hands reach 0. It's almost 8 o'clock, so it should come out soon. Save cuckoo clock in memory. Maybe I should examine this cuckoo clock. It's right over where the oil is. Which part of the clock should I examine? The cuckoo, the clock face, the pendulum. Let's try the bird. Standing on the dining room chair for reach, I open the door to the cuckoo. This is... Oh! There's a candle where the cuckoo used to be. So at the hour, the candle would come out of the cuckoo and fall into the oil. There was a lit candle where the cuckoo should have been. Why is this? Was this also done when the dining room was closed? If so, then this candle must have been placed here to burn the clock, to eliminate the clock, to drop the flame onto the floor. Right, there's old oil-soaked paper cloth and cloth on the floor. The clock is designed to have the cuckoo come out every hour, so they plan to use that to make the lit candle fly out. The candle is unsteady, so it would fall. If that happened, the flame would start a fire. Save candle in memory. It's almost 8 o'clock! I look at the clock's face and suddenly realize when the minute hands reach 0, the candle is going to fly out. You have to take it out before that happens. Ah, it's hot! Hurrying to remove the candle from the cuckoo clock, I accidentally touched the flame. As soon as I did, I lost my balance. Oh no! I'm going to fall off the chair, but I can't let go of the candle. I toppled head first, still holding the candle. Ellie! Just then, somebody ran to me and caught me as I fell. Mr. Irving? Are you okay? Mr. Irving gently lowered my body to the floor. Yes, thank you so much. You surprised me. Maurice told me that the dining room was locked, so I came to check and saw you about to fall off the chair. That moment, Mr. Irving saw the candle in my hand on the floor. Is this? Yes, this was all done to start a fire. This candle was placed so that it would fly out of the cuckoo clock when it struck 8 o'clock. That's why you have the candle. Thank you, you saved us. Are you hurt? Were you burned? Mr. Irving took the candle from me and put out the fire. Looking worried, he took my hands and looked me in the eyes. I'm okay. Embarrassed and feeling hotter than before, I looked away and noticed that Mr. Maurice and some others were at the entrance.
I can't believe it. There really was almost a fire.
Who was it? Who could have done something like this? Well, we never found, no, wait. I was about to say we went to see Jack, but Jack was in the kitchen with Natalie. So it could have been Layla. It was probably Layla. Everyone, come here! Someone was trying to set fire to the dining room! Louisa called through the manor in a loud voice, and one by one everyone gathered together. When was this all set up? How terrifying.
You're not kidding. Were they really trying to kill us all?
I'm scared. Who could do such a thing? I looked around at the gathering and noticed something. Huh? Where's Mr. Jack? Is he still in the kitchen while all of this is going on? Oh, yeah, really. We left the kitchen together. Were you with him the whole time? Yeah, I was.
That's a bit suspicious.
Yeah, Jack is the chef, right? It sounds like he ran away because he's the culprit. You think so? Even if he ran away, he must be somewhere close. I want to go look outside.
Yes.
Please. Noel, could you ask the people in the village to help look for him? Yes, sir. That will really help. You all look inside the manor. Okay. I don't know if he actually ran away, but let's look for Mr. Jack. Alright, so EP's actually Irvin. Okay, let's go check in my room. No one here. Storage room. No, reception room. There wasn't anybody in the reception room. Although, I stood in front of the door in the basement. Ellie, where are you going? Miss Irving, who had followed me here, asked dubiously. Are you really thinking of going to look for Jack the chef in there? He would need a key to get in. I can't imagine he'd be in here. If he was just a servant, then I would agree. But maybe, if it's Mr. Jack... Is there something about him? Mr. Irvin, you haven't met Mr. Jack yet, have you? No, I only know that he is a young chef. Mr. Jack has silver hair and green eyes. He's probably the same age as you, Mr. Irving. You're very different people, but if you look closely, he does seem to look like you. Do you mean? That's why, just maybe. I see. Maurice and the others are looking everywhere else. Let's try searching here. Yes! If he really is here, that would mean that Mr. Jack is... Once on the ground, we found ourselves at a loss for words. The door. The bookshelf has been moved aside, revealing a hidden door. I'm sure I put it back when I left it last night. Does this mean he's beyond this door? Perhaps? ... Mr. Irving opened the door, hands trembling. He seems to be nervous.
Well, hello, my lord. What a coincidence. I wasn't expecting you here. ...
Mr. Jack was in the room where the exorcism took place. In his hand was a lit candle. The smell of oil wafted through the air. Mr. Jack, what were you doing here?
Oh, you don't want to get any closer than that. It'll be too dangerous.
Mr. Jack pointed the candle at us.
Dangerous if I accidentally drop this, that is. I don't want to hurt any more girls if I can help it.
If he drops that candle onto the floor now, no doubt the fire will spread very quickly. Had no other choice but to stop. Are you my older brother? Why are you still alive? The Lord stared at Mr. Jack, a stunned look on his face.
That's what you're worrying about, my lord. Given the situation, why not worry about your life first?
I thought you were dead until now, that I'd never be able to see you again.
You're disappointing me. By the look of things, you haven't changed that much. You were way more impressive when seen from afar.
Mr. Jack's voice lacked unusual charm, in that it became cold, lifeless. Is this who he really is? He's always been so bright and cheerful. Was this just all an act?
Well, let's talk if you want to know so much. Why don't we start from Mother's attempted double suicide?
Double suicide? You mean when her car crashed into the sea? That was an accident.
Oh, it seems that Mother was very disappointed in me. She tried to kill us both so I wouldn't mess up anymore.
Can't be. Unbelievable. So that's how backed up against the wall she was. Enough to do something like that? They found a dead body, but it wasn't yours, right?
That's right. I escaped from the car alone, then made my way to a port. There I came across a boat of human traffickers. I agreed to work for them and to prepare a dead body for me in exchange. Luckily, one sailor had died during their trip, so I passed this course off as my own.
Working for human traffickers? You mean like a slave? Why did you do that? Couldn't you just come home?
Well, no, obviously. Otherwise, why would I even stoop so low? If Grandfather found out I was alive, he would bring me back. Who knows what he'd end up doing with me then? With him regarding me as the devil and Mother gone, I just knew there would be no way I could go on living here. Being a slave for the rest of my life would be much better. But now, with Grandfather gone, I was able to come back.
Was able to come back? By changing your name and working here as a servant? And having already plotted to commit this crime, right?
You're right again, Ellie. Good job foiling my plans one after the other.
So you're the mastermind behind all of this?
I guess so. Now that it's come to this, what else can I do but admit it?
Mr. Jack, can we go over everything that's happened one at a time?
Sure. I want to know how much you know, so ask me anything. Not sure if I'll answer, though.
Oh, still, it's now or never.
What should I talk about? The letters.
Was it you who gave Mr. William and
it all... Et al.
So yeah, this is Latin, basically. Was it you who gave Mr. William and everyone else those instructions, claiming yourself to be Mr. Oliver?
Yes, it was. I studied penmanship under Keith, so it wasn't hard to write like him.
I see. So you were studying penmanship. Mr. Jack could have indeed added to the will a few weeks ago. Seems fair to assume he was behind all the forgeries. Updated letter from Oliver, ? In memory. The intrusion. How did you enter this room?
I have the key. Stole it when I was a kid and hid it in the manor, thinking it may become useful one day.
That's how. Then the predecessor's room key too.
Yeah, I have it.
I used that to take the rifle and the knife from this room. What should I ask about? Keith. Mr. Keith came out to the attic the day before his death. Was it perhaps your room he was visiting, Mr. Jack?
Surprised you know about that. Someone must have seen him, huh?
Yes. Why did Mr. Keith visit your room?
Apparently Keith saw my face and realized who I am. That's why he visited. I also learned at that time that he was impersonating a father. I mean, I already assumed someone was.
So you killed Keith because he found out who you are?
Yeah. At the time, I was already thinking about this plan, so I couldn't let anyone get in the way. Actually, I was waiting for him to die naturally. I heard it wouldn't be much longer for him.
The objective. So about your objective, what do you want to achieve by killing Mr. Irving? Surely you're not trying to become head of the family?
Oh, I surely am. The title, the position, it all belongs to me. I came to take it back.
Belongs? Take it back? What nonsense! Do you even know what being the head entails?
Well, what I do know is we won't settle this with words, which is why I decided to kill you instead. Yep. Blame it all on Father's spirit and the actions of the perpetrator themselves, then reveal I was alive all along and take my rightful place as head of the family. But every step of the way, you were there to foil my plans. Could have gone away with it if it wasn't for your meddling brat and your dog. I never expected those would-be culprits to turn their back on me one by one.
Is that why you decided to burn everything?
Yeah, as a last resort. Burn your body beyond all recognition so that you and I could switch places again. Not a bad plan, right? Ha! You really come to know fear. Your face says it all.
You put everyone in this manor at risk. What's so funny about that? How horrible do you think your actions have been? Really?
Well, I think I know. I mean, I had to do it alone. It was the only recourse I had. Can opening ASMR.
Mr. Irving glared at Mr. Jack coldly, but the latter just gave him a wry smile.
Well, I told you about almost everything. You know my plans well, so I talked more than I should have had in the end. Updated memo in memory.
Mr. Jack said that he told us everything. Is that really true?
Oh no, he's hiding something about these cases. I don't think he is.
I don't have anything else.
Are we done then? Thanks for listening to my long story. With that, Mr. Jack blew the candle out.
He's not threatening us anymore? Maybe the only reason he threatened us was to have us listen to his stories? Still, why?
Remaining doubts aside, we have at least caught Mr. Jack. But then, for reasons unknown, a fire broke out in the manor. And thus, I still got to see my dream unfold before me. Wow! There was a lie! Bad ending 19. So there's 20 bad ending. Because the other one is going to be failing at spotting the lie. True criminal. Ritual room. Oh, wait. Is Mr. Jack hiding something about these cases? Oh. I read, is he hiding, is he, as he told everything? Oh. Yeah, he's lying.
Mr. Jack, are you sure you've told us everything?
Are you doubting me, Ellie?
Yes, aren't you hiding something? I'm sure he's hiding something. I need to find out what it is. There it is. Alright. What am I hiding? Maybe you're hiding something about that incident. You lied about something just now, right? Which incident are you talking about? Attempted poisoning, attempted shooting, attempted stabbing, residence fire. Shit! I'm gonna be saving at every spot. Because I don't know where the lie is. Because we found the candle, we found the oil, but we haven't found the threads. Let's talk about the resonance fire first. The fire you just told us about, you said I had to do it alone, but is that really the case? You're doubting based on what evidence? There are two pieces of evidence that prove that you could have tried to set the fire alone. The first one is the silk thread. The other is this. We couldn't enter. Yeah, he was already outside when somebody was in the dining room, so the dining room was locked. I really don't know what you're saying. Okay. Let me think of them. Okay, first one is this. The promise with Layla. Irving made a promise to marry Layla when he was 10 years old. But Irving doesn't remember everything because he's Victor. Let's try this. Okay, that's not it. Okay, letter instructing William and Owen to commit acts of violence, actually written by Jack. A diary written by Keith, acting as Oliver. The entry says, I'm going to investigate the black dog. Jack's story. He wrote the letter instructing people to commit acts of violence. He used keys that he'd stolen a long time ago to enter the rooms. So I cannot use head of the family, I cannot use memo, but everything else, yes. Okay, the strike caramelized onion. And the other is the dining room. Yeah, it couldn't have been a dining room and caramelizing onion at the same time. I can understand one, but I don't know about the other. Oh, okay. So one of them is right. Are we done? I'm not lying here, you know. Go on, Armin, say something. Ellie, that's enough. We're not getting anywhere now. I understand. Remaining doubts inside, we have at least caught Mr. Jack, but then the fire still got up because the accomplice. Alright. So I need to figure out which one is it. Yeah, the residence fire. Okay, caramelized onion is good. The other is... So when I select this and the dining room was wrong. Okay, maybe the candle. Okay. So caramelized onion is correct. There was a burning candle in the cuckoo clock. Someone knew it would pop up on the hour every hour. That means the candle itself was set within the last hour. However, you were cooking for that entire hour. There's no way you would have left your workstation. Natalie also mentioned that you and her were together right up until this whole commotion about the fire began. You wouldn't have had time to set the candle yourself. And so you doubted me. So you doubted me when I said I had to do it alone, huh? Yes, you couldn't possibly have acted. You couldn't possibly have acted alone, which means you must have an accomplice. The accomplice is William, Grace, Layla, Natalie. It's Layla. I believe the accomplice is Miss Layla. She's the only one besides you who didn't come down when the commotion with the fires was taking place. Miss Layla is your former fiancée, right? It was actually you who promised to marry her, right? And is that the only reason why you're doubting Layla? I have proof that she was your accomplice too. That is this. The silk thread. Some silk thread went missing from the manor. I think it was used to make it seem like Miss Layla was in bed. I went into the room and I only saw her hair. She must have been outside. And can you prove that? Should we go to the room and to check? ... So, Miss Layla is the accomplice. You're just lying to protect her. Are you and Layla really working together? Then Layla knows about everything. So Irving muttered in disbelief. And Layla's already fled, has she? If so, then why are you still here? Why? For some reason, the word seems to escape him. Yes, why? Instead of running away with Miss Layla, he came here. The reason he came here to set this place on fire, to stop the fire, or to commit suicide. I'm gonna save. I have enough roses, but I'm gonna check commit suicide. You came here to the basement alone to start a fire. Were you perhaps planning on taking your own life? Oh, yeah, I suppose it would be suicidal. If I burn this place, I'll be the first one to go. It's like he was just realizing it for the first time. Seems he didn't come here to commit suicide then. Okay. Why did Mr. Jack come? So it has to be to set this place on fire. Or to stop it. You came here to stop the fire, didn't you? At first I thought you came here to start a fire, but doing so would be suicidal in more ways than one, given the circumstances we're in. A fire down here would put you in direct harm's way too. You wouldn't be able to prepare things in advance and then light the wick later, hide in the dining room, which is why you think I came to stop the fire instead. Oh wait. Which is why you think I came to stop the fire instead, huh? Yes, a burning candle had already been set even before you came here, right? Oh my, you know everything, don't you? When it comes down to it, you don't really have much to do with the fire at all, do you, Mr. Jack? You were cooking up such a time-consuming dish at the time, and you didn't seem to be doing anything until the fire. Yeah. Layla only told me to take my luggage and get out of the manor before 8 o'clock, so I didn't know much about any fire until then. I came here because Layla told me that he shall erase my cursed past, which gave me a bad feeling. Suppose I should have fled together with her. But when I heard about the fire, the faces of everyone in this manor sort of flashed before my eyes. Question finished! How could I have done such a mediocre job?
He stared at the candle in his hand. He took a deep breath. Why not put out the fire? If I put it out, you'll feel like this is all over. I don't have the strength to do it myself. I see. What? Irvin comes in and take the candle from Jack. At that moment, Mr. Irving put his hand over the burning candle. What are you doing? You couldn't put it out, so I did. The fire is out. Is it hot? It's hot. And it hurts. Probably burned myself. But now we can put this all behind us, can't we? Just stop it. Da da da. You really do look impressive right now. Mr. Jack smiled at Mr. Irving and quietly spoke to him. I see. I give up. Watching them as they faced one another, suddenly remember the photo of both of them with children. Yeah, everything may have changed since then. So yeah. Victor has blue eyes, but Jack has green eyes. Now I can see it. They have the same haircut, the same clothes, but they look slightly different. But I could still feel some of their old brotherly bond. When we entered the hall, I could hear loud voices. Let go of me! Don't lay your filthy hands on me! You're so noisy when you're away. Criminals should at least have some manners. What did you say? You have no right to say that about other people. You're the one who needs to learn some manners. Apparently Mr. Owen has persuaded Miss Layla to come to the hall with him. Oh, Ellie, Irving. You guys got the chef? I was surprised to catch the lady here. She's the true culprit behind the fire. Ah! Miss Layla looked in our direction and ran towards us, leaving Mr. Owen behind. Irving! She screams and hugged Mr. Jack. You were still here after all. Why didn't you come? I was waiting for you outside. You didn't come after a while, so I returned to the manor. But when I did, I was captured by this commoner. I see. Sorry, Layla. Mr. Jack stroked Miss Layla's head to calm her down and confess. I'm really sorry, but this is it. I'm sorry that you sacrificed so much. What? Doesn't look like your wish is going to come true. With my fiance, it was my fiance's wish, so I wanted to do everything I could to make it come true. Da da da. Miss Leah saw Mr. Irving and me and gasped as if she was just figuring something out. No. She crumpled to the floor. Leila, my brother told us everything. Could you also talk to us? Da da da. I don't know if she's willing to talk, but at least I can ask. The relationship with Jack, about the poison in the wine. Miss Layla, you knew who Mr. Jack really was, didn't you? When did you find out? A long time ago. I found out after receiving a letter from Irving. Is that so? And you acted as if you don't know. It seems that my mother was involved in switching the two of them, so I didn't know what would happen to Irving if she found out that I knew. Was Mr. Grace involved? It's horrible. She knew that I was in love with Irving, but forced me to marry Victor. So I swore to myself in secret I would marry Irving after having him regain his position as head of the family. I've always dreamed of that day. Miss Layla bit her lip in frustration. Okay, the poison in the wine? On the first night, poison was mixed to Mr. Irving's wine. There's no point in hiding now. I did that. I don't need to tell you why, do I? But Miss Layla, you had an alibi. You were with Miss Grace in your room the whole time. I asked my mother to say that in her testimony. Of course, Mother doesn't know what I did. The incident in the Rose Garden. At the time of the Rose Garden incident, you didn't have a letter with instructions on you.
So there must have been a letter in the first place.
No, I wasn't told what to do.
When you attacked Mr. Irving in the rose garden, you claimed to have been deceived. Why? She was talking about us switching places, but she already knew.
I'm sorry. I thought that saying that would unsettle you. I wanted Owen to use that opportunity to kill you.
Oh, so that's why. Even so, it seems like your condition suddenly got worse after that.
I was making preparation for the fire. I was hoping that the people around me would be less suspicious if they thought I was in bed all day.
I see.
Layla, you!
Just then, Miss Grace called out of there to her in a shaky voice.
Mother, you're here. Were you listening?
Yes. What is the meaning of this? Were you trying to burn me to death as well?
I'm sorry. I thought this was the only way that I could be with Irving. After all, no matter what I want, you would never agree to anything that inconveniences you, isn't that right? I couldn't let you interfere.
Interfere?
It looked like you were getting along. There's no love lost here between mother and daughter. Ewan glanced at Layla and her mother before turning back to us. Well, for now, it seems that we got most of the facts from the culprits. Yes, I think we solved everything. I see. Did you find out anything about my father? I killed him. Oh, double exclamation mark! You want to punch me? Go ahead. You went da-da-da. After glaring at Mr. Jack for a while, Mr. Owen opened his mouth. No, I won't kill you. I don't think murder is something that can be forgiven with a punch. I see. Then what are you going to do? Well, I don't think that anything can make this all better. But I don't think that is something I can decide by myself. No, honestly, I think this goes beyond our hands. So, Mr. Irving looked at everyone around him and made a declaration. I'm going to call the police. Let the crime be judged by the law. The police?
No, wait. If you do that, the whole world would know about this. You would damage the Rocafort family name.
I don't have any problem with that anymore. This family has been hiding too much. Thanks to that, a number of truths were warped and used for malicious purposes. I realized this after what happened here. So now, we aren't going to hide anything. We'll reveal it all to the light of day. These wounds that will be exposed are old scars anyway. All we're doing was hiding them in the dark. Mr. Irving!
Well, I disagree. I do not approve of this.
I am the head of this family, Aunt.
Isn't that just temporary? You aren't the official head of the family yet.
I will take on this mantle henceforth. I was entrusted this position by the predecessor. Mr. Irving, his voice firm, made a declaration to everyone there. As the head of this family, I will cleanse these sins one by one. I hope that everybody will do their part to help. With that, Mr. Irving officially became the 10th head of the Rocafort family. 1 week later. Phew! Things are finally settling down. Most of the guests are already left. We found ourselves cleaning in a much quieter manner. The police were always coming and going before, huh? Everything was just so busy.
Speaking of police, quite a few people have been caught now. I wonder what will happen.
Yeah, most of these were just attempts, so the ramifications shouldn't be too serious. Apart from Mr. Jack and Miss Layla, that is. Mr. Jack killed Mr. Keith and instructed other people to commit crimes too. Miss Layla is responsible for both poisoning and arson attempt, so the expectation is that she'll be punished severely as well.
I know, right? I was really shocked about Mr. Jack. Well, maybe not as much as Natalie would be, but she was working closely with him.
Louisa glanced at Natalie, who was cleaning the stairs. Yeah, she was cleaning with the guy who assaulted her 10 years ago. Natalie da-da-da. Are you okay, Natalie? Yes, I'm okay. I was just remembering about the other day. The other day? When Mr. Jack left the manor, he gave me an hair clip. She took it out of her pocket and showed me. It was a lovely clip with a beautiful stone set to it. He said it was to keep my fringe out of my eyes during work. I see. Did Jack say anything else? Yes. He told me he was sorry. Then I remembered. I had met him before. He pointed a knife at me back then. It was really scary. Now that I think about it, I think he also said sorry at that time too, all those years ago. Maybe it wasn't a black dog or a frightening criminal I met that day in the woods. Maybe it was just an ordinary boy. That's the feeling I get now. I see. Hope you won't have a reason to be scared anymore. Yeah. Hopefully I'll be able to use this clip soon. Someday, when things settle down more. Eventually, we finished cleaning, and Louisa and Natalie each went to work elsewhere. What should I do? While I was deciding, someone came to the front door. I'm home, Ellie. Oh, Mr. Irving, welcome home. When I saw Mr. Irving, I raced over. How was it, the police? I had given my testimony. Looks like we can finally have a break. The Lord had barely had a moment rest since then. He's been cooperating with the police day in and day out. It'll be a while before the investigation is fully over, but I'm glad we can at least have some time to breathe. Will you be retiring to your room? Well, how's your workload? I was thinking what I should do next. Then, can we talk? Oh, but feel free to say no. It's not like I'm ordering you as part of your work. I won't say no. I would like to talk. Good. Let's go to the rose garden. We won't be bothered there. Yes. Mr. Irving and I went to the rose garden. So, have you had any more dreams since then? The question came suddenly when we were still walking among the flowers. No, I haven't. I've been able to sleep well. Good to know. Looks like I won't be dying anytime soon. That's right. Still, if ever I do have more, just know that I'll be there to save you. Ellie. Mr. Irving stopped and looked at me. Thank you. I am really grateful to you. You saved me. All of me. Not just my life, but my soul too. Mr. Irving held my hand tenderly, the way a person grabs something dear to them. It felt like there was no distance between us, even though given our social position, there should be. Are you sure? If you're fine with it, then so am I. I decide who to cherish. Yes. With his powerful words, I felt my anxiety melt away. Speaking of dreams, my prophetic dreams, if they're happy ones, I would love to have them again, even tonight. I know what you mean. What sort of dreams do you have in mind? Well, first, my lord would be by my side. Yes. After that, I reveal all the dreams I would like to have to Mr. Irving. My dreams of a happy future for us, for the both of us. Oh, that's cute. Gothic murder. Staff. So there's probably an ending where we finish with Mr. Owen instead. But it's true that when it comes to the both of them, I was inclined to pick Irving because that's what Maid would have done. So yeah, this is the good ending with Irving. Will I do the game again and play as to do the Owen route? No. I don't think there's a hidden mystery after that. So yeah, here's the credits. Where there's no voice acting and stuff like that. Translator Kyoko Makino. Okay. They were game tester by Kinsha Co. Limited. Director Akiyoshi Nakamura. Production Orange Inc. And that's the end of the credits. and he put